Hi guys, it's Tiara. Welcome back to my channel. Before I begin, I would like to wish all of my Muslim friends and followers Selamat Hari Raya Aidilfitri, Maaf Zahir dan Batin, or Eid Mubarak to those of you celebrating. I know this video is going to be coming like 2 weeks into Shawwal, but I posted a photo on my Instagram and I received a lot of compliments on it, and some of you even messaged me on Instagram asking me to do a tutorial on it. So here I am. It's a kind of like a purplish eyeshadow look. I have this thing where I like to match my eyeshadow and my makeup to my clothes. I know that's not really recommended actually, but I just go with what I like. So I'm actually in a rush right now, so I'm gonna try my best to get ready because people are coming to my house and I'm filming right now as fast as I can. So let's jump right into the tutorial. I've clipped back my hair, and what I like to do first is, I've prepped my skin with my skincare. Now I'm going to start doing my brows. So my most recent favorite brow pencil is a very affordable one, and it's from Etude house. So I'm just going to do that really quickly, and then I'm going to conceal it with my NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer, which is my favorite concealer to conceal my brows. I'm just gonna blend the edges out. Okay, so just FYI, I don't do this like extra makeup when people come to my house. I just thought that since I have to get ready anyway, so might as well I just do these tutorials so that, I don't know, it's been a while since I last did a tutorial, so I don't mind. Now that that's done, I'm going to prime my skin. I'm gonna do my foundation now. I'm trying to replicate exactly the makeup look that I had, like with the products that I use and stuff. So I'm using my Cover FX Gripping Primer for my primer today, and also that's the primer that I've been using, and that was the primer I used that day. Foundation, I've been very extra lately. I've been using 3 different foundations. And they are my NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I've been back into this. My Hourglass stick foundation, of course, and to maintain the center part of my face where it gets a little bit more oily, I've been using my Beauty Blender Bounce Foundation. I've done a review on this, so if you have not watched that, you can go and check it out to see my thoughts on them. So application wise, I like to just draw some lines using the Hourglass foundation, just like that, and I put some on my neck as well. And I use the NARS foundation. I'll put like a pump at the back of my hand like this, and then I'll also take a pump of the Beauty Blender Bounce foundation at the back of my hand. Ta-da! And what I do is, for the Beauty Blender Bounce, I kind of concentrate it at the center and at my cheek area where I get a little bit oily quicker. And the rest of it, any extras, I just use my sponge and pick it up from the back of my hand, and I will start pouncing onto my skin. So this is my routine most days. I mean, for work I don't use so many foundation lah, but I've been doing my brows first and then my skin after, and then after that I end up with my eyes. And like I've said before, I always recommend mixing foundations if you have issues finding a perfect one for your skin, because I find that there is no perfect foundation. A foundation always has a flaw, because our skin is different, our climate that we're in is different. Now I'm gonna move on to my concealer. As usual, I'm using my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, but this is a brand new one that I got, and I'm trying the shade Light Medium Sand instead of Light Medium Neutral, I think. You don't need a lot of this, but I'm just extra. And blending that in with my sponge. Right, now to set everything, I'm going to use my Hourglass Veil Powder. I like to set my under eye area with this powder because I feel that it's not too drying. For the rest of my face, I am going to use my Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. To dust off my under eye area, I'm going to be taking my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder from this Ambient Lighting Palette. I just mix these two shades together and I just dust everything off. And then I'm going to take the bronzer in the same palette with a bronzer brush, and I'm just going to bronze my skin. I don't really like to contour that much, but I've been into bronzing. And then because we're doing like a more purplish look, I'm going to take this blush right here, i.e. it is called Euphoric Fusion, this one. And I'm just going to apply it onto my cheeks. From the same palette, I'm going to take the highlighter. This is called Strobe Powder Euphoric Strobe Light, and I'm just going to pop this at the top of my cheeks. The other time I also topped up my, in the photo I actually also used the MAC Soft and Gentle, but I didn't take it out from my drawer in the other room, and since I'm in a rush, I'm just gonna pile this highlighter on. But as you can see, I find that it's doing a very good job, so maybe I don't need it after all. Now that we're done with the face, let's move on to the eyes. I'm going to prime my lids with my NARS Pro Prime eyeshadow base. So a couple of you guys, I mean, I've had people ask me after I posted that photo on my IG stories that, you know, it looks very like normal because I use purple shades, and people are afraid to use color in general because it can be a bit overwhelming. But I think this trick or this hack that I have might be able to help you guys to explore more colors for your eyeshadows. So what I like to do is I pile on a brown shade all over my lids to act as a transition shade. Once I do that, I can pretty much build any other color that I want on top of it to make it less like, you know, bah, like it looks pretty normal. So to do that, this is my favorite palette right now. I use this every single day. It's the Anastasia Soft Glam palette. It's very well loved. So what I like to do is I like to mix these two shades called Burnt Orange and Orange Soda together. So this is step one. I just take it on a fluffy brush and I just like literally brush it all over my lids up till my brow bone. So I just like plonk it all over my lids. And honestly guys, if you want to know, right, when I go to work, this is the eyeshadow that I do. Anyway, I digress. Just for the hell of it, I'm going to take the color Sienna, which is a slightly darker brown shade, and I'm just going to lightly dust it on top of the first two shades that we put earlier, just to add a little bit more dimension. Now onto the fun part, the purple. So I take a slightly stiffer blending brush. This is the MAC 217. You can use any brush that you like, but I prefer the one that has a little bit more density and a little bit more, it's not super fluffy. That one was the Zoeva 228. And then I'm going to go into a purple shade. The purple that I'm going to be using is from the Jeffree Star Blood Sugar palette, and I'm going to take this shade called Root Canal. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to dunk my brush, like literally swirl it in there, and then tap off the excess. I'm just going to concentrate this on the outer part of my eye. Don't be afraid, start slow, start small, and then you can slowly build up the color into an intensity that you want. So I'm going to wiggle my brush at the outer corner of my eye, just like that, depositing the most, like when I first dunked my brush right into the color. I'm just going to concentrate it right at the where my lashes are at, and I'm just going to slowly bring it up. So I'm just going to keep doing this until I have, like, I'm happy with how the purple looks like in my eye. So if let's say you don't want something that's too obvious that it's purple, you can just have it very lightly, and you know, but for the purpose of this video and what I did that day, I dunked it in a few times. I dunked my brush in a few times, and then I just build up the color, so you see it becomes more and more obvious. So you can see how I built the color up. So So now that we are done with that, I'm just going to do one extra step, which is to take a slight, like a shade of eyeshadow that's very close to my skin color. I'm going to take this shade called Cake Mix from the Jeffree Star palette, and I'm just going to lightly graze the edges right here. Just to smoothen it a little bit more. Okay, now I'm gonna go into my Huda Beauty Mauve Obsessions palette and take the shade, there's no name, but this shade, on my finger, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place that on the first half of my lid. And the reason why I picked this shade, you can actually use any champagne shade or pinky, light pink shade that you own. You don't have to use this one, but this is just one that I have on hand and it's my favorite one. I find that this particular shade of champagne slash pink champagne complements the purple very well. Like, it's of the same undertone like that, so that's why I used it. And then wherever the end of that champagne shade ends and meets the purple, just take the brush that you used for the purple just now, and whatever that's left on the brush, just try to marry the two colors together a little bit so that there's some sort of like gradient. The glitter was something that I did not plan on doing, but I added in last minute after I put on my lashes and everything. So for this video, I'm gonna take the Stila Glitter Metallic Magnificent Metals eyeshadow in the shade Kitten Karma, and I'm just going to put that wherever we put that pink champagne color, so that, you know, there's glitter. So, you know, just in case when you fall asleep in the cab or in the bus, and then your husband or partner wants to take a photo of you sleeping, right? At the very least, your eyeshadow looks good lah. Wow, that looks amazing. Gee. Own self, say own selves, yeah. What I'm gonna do actually is, instead of take the browns, I'm gonna take a maroon shade, because I feel like I want to match the purple at the top and the purple below. So I'm just going to take the shade in Intravenous from the Jeffree Star palette, this color, and then I'm just going to buff that on the lower lash line. And then I'm going to take the purple again, and then I'm going to apply that at the bottom as well. I'm gonna take this Charlotte Tilbury Color Chameleon eyeshadow pencil in the shade Champagne Diamonds. Oh my god, this is like super pretty. I'm gonna put that in the inner eye corners, like right here. Also gonna try and put it in my waterline as well. And then I'm going to take a Marc Jacobs eyeliner or any black eyeliner that you own, and I'm going to line my waterline. Next, I'm going to curl my lashes and put on some mascara, and then I'm going to put on some lashes. Whew. Okay, so lashes are on. Now I'm going to finish off. Am I done? Oh, am I done? Really? I'm shocked. Alright, so lashes are on. Now all that's left is lips. I'm going to be using Kobe Beauty's Very Good. And that's it. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and found it helpful. I'm sorry if I seemed like I was rushing throughout the video, but that's because I was and I am. But nevertheless, I hope you found it helpful, and you know, it will inspire you to try to, you know, create more colorful eyeshadow looks. It's not that scary after all. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos from me. If you want to see more vlogs though, do head over to the channel that I have with my husband husband, Kai and Tiara. I will leave that channel, the link in the description box down below, and don't forget to subscribe to that as well. I hope you are having a very wonderful Eid with your friends and family, and yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and I hope to see you guys soon in my next video. Bye!